Okay, well, hey neighbors, welcome to the Shed Shop. Do you like my messy hair? It's really bad today. Holy shit. I wear the headbands because my hair is really hard to manage, but I like to grow it out and donate it to Wigs for Kids. I used to donate it to what was the other foundation? I forget what it is. It's the other big one, but I found out they charge families for the wigs for cancer kids, and Wigs for Kids works with St. Jude's, and they do it 100% free. The family never pays for the wig, and so I have really good hair, and I grow it out to the minimum of 10 inches, I think it is, and then I'll grow it out a little longer if I can handle it, and then I'll let them take it for the cancer kids to have nice curly hair that they can deal with then. Today is Tuesday, February 20, and I have on my bench a Husqvarna 55. I got this saw from neighbor Blake across the street about 8 or 10 months ago. He brought it to me initially to get it running, and it ran, but it didn't run right, and we had a big chunk of our crankcase missing here, which is very common on the 55. The reason being, once somebody's plastic chain tensioner breaks, they don't replace it, and so that just causes the saw to rattle more than it should, because that holds one of the AV mounts in, and then the crankcase breaks where the handle attaches to it. That being said, I put this saw all together. I've put like $350 into it. Shortly after I started it up, the flywheel side bearing started screaming at me. And I should have noticed that it was bad when I bought this crankcase. However, the guy on eBay was really cool. I simply told him that the bearings were bad, and he listed it as good, and I said, would you be willing to split the bearing cost with me? And the guy gave me a full refund, and I was like, wow, neighbor, you didn't have to do that. So I left him positive feedback, and I have bought other parts from him, and they have been good. So basically, we have to tear this saw down again so that we can replace that bearing, because I don't want to sell it the way it is. I'm going to lose my ass on this saw, especially if you factor in my labor, which I never factor in my labor because I'd make like 2 cents an hour or a negative $10 to $20 an hour. That's just the way this business is. It's very hard to make money on rebuilding saws, especially when people think you should sell them your refurbished saw with a warranty for a used saw price. Chainsaw Redeemer doesn't do that. That's why all my saws are hanging on hooks right now. Sales are so slow. It's terrible. It's like my O25s and my MS250s. Here, you go get an 18-inch MS250 from the steel dealer here in my town in Lewisburg, Tennessee, or in Columbia, Tennessee, and you're going to pay a ridiculous whopping $429 to $449 plus tax. That's insane. I sell them for $3.25 refurbished. Oh, we got somebody here, neighbors. Let me see who the hell this is. Okay, well, check, neighbors. That was neighbor Randall. We have currently 3 saws in the shop for him. He's got an 029 Super, an MS250, and an MS170, and unfortunately, all 3 of them had air leaks. But Randall was happy with the price I quoted him to rebuild all his saws, and I was surprised because most people, when they have that many saws that need rebuilt, don't want to spend the money. And so he was just here to drop off some more money, didn't even know he was coming over, and he gave me $300 towards his bills, which is really nice because I was trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to pay for my uncle's doctor's appointment today. So it's amazing how the timing of certain things works. I had no idea my neighbor was coming over. Anyways, so I don't remember exactly where we got left off or what we were saying, but this Husqvarna 55 needs a new damn bearing. So we have no other choice but to tear the whole damn saw down, split the crankcase, replace the bearings, and put it all back together. We're going to tear it down today. We'll split the case. We'll pull the bearings. We'll throw our crankshaft into the freezer. And then hopefully tomorrow we'll install our damn crankshaft. We'll throw our bearings and our crankshaft into the freezer. And then we'll install our bearings into our crankshaft. And then the next day after that, hopefully, because we don't want our bearings frozen when we go to put our crankshaft in. We want our crankshaft to contrast and our bearings to expand with the normal temperature. Anyways, I don't want to get into too much dyslexia trying to explain all that shit because I always get it backwards. That being said, I'm gonna turn you down to the bench and we'll get to work. Damn it, neighbors! Okay, my bench is a nightmare mess because I had neighbor Ross stop by yesterday to have some work done on his MS290. I sold him a new handle. He had dropped that saw from 60 feet high and broke his top cover / rear handle. And so I sold him a new handle and air filter cover for just $20 since I was rebuilding his other saw. And yesterday he brought it in to have his carburetor rebuilt. And let's see, we changed his sprocket for him and we installed a new air filter. And neighbor Ross and I just hung out while I tinkered. And oftentimes I do that. My neighbors will come over. And I'm not like any other shop. I'll let you sit here in the shop with me while I work on your chit. Because I have nothing to hide, neighbors. I am just looking for my 4mm bit here. I think this is a 5. No, that's a 4. Let's put it in here. Okay. That way we can use a drill instead of hand turning everything. It's a lot easier for me with my bad hands. Okay, so let's take off our 4 mils for our recoil here. I wish I had the funds to buy more little organizers and bins, because I certainly don't have enough right now. But the medical bills have prevented us from spending money on anything else. Any extra money is going towards my uncle's health right now and my health. Okay, even with insurance, things are not cheap. All right. So just going to keep our hardware with our part there. And then you just clip your wires out here out of this air shroud. Okay. And it should pop right out. It is thin, so be careful. They crack easy. Okay. We will unplug that coil wire. And I'm probably going to have to start these with a hand turning wrench for the coil here. So we'll go ahead and loosen those. If I remember right, I had to hilly coil one of these. I can't remember. Maybe it was a different saw. Oh yeah, that was a different saw, not this one. Okay, and this one, it's always a nightmare to get the wrench to it with the handle in the way. There we are. There's those loosened up. And realistically, let's go ahead and get this handle off. So you got 2 4mm here on the bottom. And by 4mm, I just mean that's the size of the bolt head. Okay, 1, 2, and then we have 2 over here on our clutch side. Okay. Try to get as much done as I can before I take my uncle to the doctor at 2 p.m. And then hopefully we'll have some time to try and go sell some saws. Yesterday, we were up there for a couple of hours and we didn't even barely get any traffic. Most days I try and sell saws sitting in town. I get tons of people stopping. Oh, I was just stopping to see what you have. But yesterday, we didn't even get that. So hopefully today we'll sell a saw or 2. We need to make money. Okay, there's that. Let's see here. That's my coil. This is our wrap handle. Should have grabbed some bags. No, this is not dust cover, so let's just rub that off. There we are. Just trying to keep my parts organized for this saw so it can go back together quickly. Okay, there's that. Let's go ahead and get our top cover off, which you can use a scrunch, a flathead, or a Phillips head. I am going to go ahead and just grab this Phillips head, and you'll have 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, there's that. That was already kind of loose anyways. Okay, so let's get our nice clean air filter out of the way so it doesn't get dirty, because it's a brand new aftermarket air filter. Okay, there's that. Let's get us a nice clean bag for that. Get that out of our way. Okay, there we are. Now we should be able to go ahead and get our coil off. There's that. I would just put it in a bag with its bolts so I know what's what. There we are. Make sure you guys can see and are still recording. Okay, next, let's go ahead and I suppose we'll pull our muffler. Should be 8mm, I believe. It is. don't see my 8mm socket anywhere. So I guess while I'm glancing across the bench to see if I see it, I'll go ahead and just hand turn these for now. What a shocker, neighbors. That's stuck, so we're just going to put it back on our bolt a little bit to shimmy it out. Smoking is bad for you. Don't do it. I've cut my smoking by about 50%, and I'm working toward quitting. The most discouraging thing is, one, it's my coping mechanism a lot of days for my pain and my stress, and two, I get fat when I quit smoking because I end up overeating. There we are. Should be able to pull our muffler now. Okay. Go ahead and get our gasket off of there. Hopefully. Maybe. I can't remember if this is an aftermarket or OEM. The way it bent, I'm guessing it's aftermarket. Okay, there's our bolts. So we will just do like so we don't lose this stuff. And it stays all together. Just put those nuts on there loose. And really, I should have probably put them back through the muffler, but that's okay. Get those out of the way. Okay. Next, let's go ahead. We'll see if we can remove our clutch. I have to find the tool. I think this one shall fit. No, it does not. Oh, this is, I'm sorry, this is a, what size is this? 13mm, I think. Let's see. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be like a 9/16. I'm trying to remember what damn size this is, you guys. I can't remember. This is a 5/8. I think it's a little too big, but we'll give it one shot and see if it comes off or not. Just one shot here with the impact. Oh, there's my 8mm. I'm going to hold my flywheel. Oh, I had it loose already. Excellent. Okay. That's a good deal. So we got all that off. There is a little washer here you don't want to lose. And then this plate has one 4mm screw right here. This covers your oil pump. Okay. Okay, and then you can go ahead and take that off. I'm going to put that bolt back in there. Okay, it looks like I did leave oil in this saw, unfortunately. Let's see. Next, we will go ahead and remove our flywheel. Okay, so get our 13mm here, and we will go ahead and loosen that nut. Okay, and get it flush to the end of the crank here. Okay, I can't always get it to stick, but Greasy Shop Rag uses Q-tips to get these pawls to stay out of the way, and I need to watch more of how he does it, because I don't always have success, but he just sticks them right in there and they just boom, stay back. But I can't always figure it out. I don't know exactly how he does it. Yeah, see, I'm struggling with it. I forget how he does it. I just don't know. Oh, maybe he sticks them here, back here. That must be it. There we go. So we're turning our pawl and sticking it between our pawl and our flywheel right there. And that holds those pawls out of the way so you don't damage them. And you can have a good swift hit here on your flywheel nut. Okay, you can use the pry method, or I always use this method. Okay, one good hit there, our flywheel comes off. Finish loosening our nut. And there is going to be a little washer as well. Don't want to lose that. And then pull your flywheel. And we're just going to inspect our key. It looks good. Okay. Next, we can go ahead and remove our air filter shroud here. Can't remember if that's a 4 or a 5mm. It is 4. Okay, there's one there. One there. And then we have one down here. Whoops. Okay, that should come off now. Put that in a bag with its hardware, so we know what it is, what those screws go to, and then we should be able to take our throttle or our choke lever here, and it unhooks. Well, we don't even need to unhook it really. Everything will come out together. Just unhook our fuel line. Okay. We'll put that in a bag just to keep it clean, because it's already rebuilt. Okay, and then we have our intake shroud. That's going to be another 4 mil screws here. One here. And one more on the other side. Okay. And that should theoretically come off, I think. It's going to be tight because I did, oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and with our Phillips head remove this air mover so that we don't have to take it out of our shroud there. Okay. Now let's see here. This is Permatext on, so that's why it's so tight. It's a new intake boot, but they are prone to leak, so I Permatext them on this model. There we are. Pop that off and bring it out. Again, we'll keep our hardware with it. We have one more screw that I lost. Where'd it go? Oh, Chet neighbors, did you see where the other screw went to this thing? There it is. It was hiding on us. It was hiding. Didn't want to be found. It said, no, leave me alone. I don't want to make your life better and easier. Chainsaw Redeemer. I like everything to be difficult for you. Okay, next we can remove our cylinder. Our chain tensioner came out by itself, I guess. Nice and tight. Okay. Get this bad boy off. I don't believe I re-rung this saw or anything. I think the top end was in very good condition, if I recollect. Okay. I had a guy on eBay. His name is 775 Hunter or Bow Hunter or something. And he bought an MS362 wrap handle from me. He submitted a $40 offer and I accepted it. And oh shit, that stripped the head there. So might have to do something different with that one. Oh, that one. The handle had a crack in it in one area, and I did put it in the description that it was cracked, and I put photos and close-up photos of it. And then he left me positive feedback, and then a couple days later sends me this message that he's fuming, that I did him dirty, that I intentionally deceived him and did not tell him the handle was broken, because it was broken in another place. And so I went back and I looked at my photos, and I determined that this guy broke the handle, or it was broken during shipping. It was absolutely destroyed. And I sent him a message saying, well, listen, neighbor, you don't have to message me and tell me that I did you dirty and tell me you're going to report me and this and that. I said, you already left me positive feedback. I said, so, you know, if you broke the handle while we're installing it or whatever, that's fine. I said, I'm willing to send you a replacement or give you a full refund if you send it back. But we're not going to be able to proceed until you apologize for your aggressive behavior toward me. And he did not like that. And so his handle's supposed to be on the way back. But he's like, I reported you to eBay. You're a deceiving seller, this and that. And that kind of stuff, honestly, you guys, keeps me up at night. Because I work hard to be honest. I try very hard to be honest when I sell used parts. In my description, if anything's wrong with it. I'm one of the very few eBayers that accepts returns outside of eBay's 30-day return policy for my used parts. Because I guarantee my used parts just like I do new parts. And so when people say I did them dirty when I didn't, it really bothers me. Okay, we'll have to completely redo that base gasket. So let's keep our bolts with our cylinder here if we can. You guys see where the other one went. We're always losing one bolt. Let's see, we got 1, 2, oh, it's in there. We got all 4. Okay, I'm just going to set that aside for now. I am going to, next, I'm going to remove our piston. Okay, I'm just trying to see which clips this has. Okay, we will need some needle nose to remove our clip. There's a little notch on your clip. You can grab it and push that inward. Careful not to lose your clip or let it go flying. Okay, we will remove the other one. That way we can use a drift to push our wrist pin out. I've been meaning to tear this saw down for a long time now, and I just decided it's finally time. Saw sales are really slow right now, but I'm thinking I'm just going to auction this one off on eBay and hope for the best. Because I already know no matter what, even if I sold this at the max price I'd be willing to sell it at, I'm still going to lose my ass big time. So there's that. I'm going to set that all aside because I have special boxes that I put all this stuff in, and bubble wrap for our piston and whatnots to protect everything. Our wrist pin does not want to slide back in. Don't be an asshole. There we go. Okay, next we will take our 5, I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think our spike bolts are deep enough for our... I don't think they hold our cylinder together, or our crankcase together in the front here. But I'm just going to check just to be sure. Find the right bit here. Oh, we got to take our oil pump out. Yeah, it does look like they do need to be removed. So I'm glad I did that. Okay, there's that. So let's bag that. Oops, that bag has a carburetor in it. I did not notice. I did myself dirty. My smaller bags are green and the other ones are pink and blue. But I accidentally bought my quart size in green, and so now it's hard to tell the difference sometimes. Okay, now, let's see here. We will go ahead and pop our oil pump out. Pop that little rubber out there. And then you just kind of can get up under your oil pump. Get this end up first, and then grab you another screwdriver and work the other end up. You got to be careful. These can break easy. Okay. I forget exactly how I did this last time, but just kind of got to get under it a little bit at a time here and work it out. Whoops, dropped it. Did myself dirty. Yeah, did myself dirty here, damn it. Okay, and I'll work this side back up here. I did replace the oil pump with an aftermarket. Damn, my hands just don't function right. And I'm hoping it will work well. Okay, and their feed tube should be able to stay in. Let's clean our bolt heads here. Looks like we got some schmutz in them, right? Greasy shop rag schmutz. That's his word. But I like it, so sometimes I use it. I borrow it from him. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't, this crankcase came whole. That's why these haven't been out. I was wondering why they were dirty. I was like, I would have never tried to remove a bolt with that much stuff in it. Okay, are these 4 mil or 5 mil? They are going to be a 4. So let's see if we can go ahead and break those loose. There we go. 1, 2, 3. That was loose. Wow. These aren't as tight as I would think they would be 4. But that means this probably was taken apart before I owned it. Maybe that's why the guy gave me a full refund. Maybe he knew he did me dirty and got caught. A lot of people will tell you a bearing's only bad if there's play in it. Well, that's not true. Bearings get spun. When the ball bearings get worn out, it doesn't always cause play in the center. Okay. I think that's all our crankcase bolts. Now we need to go ahead and remove our tank. Which means removing our chain. I just did this, you guys, as extra precaution. I know it's ugly, but it's extra precaution, and I'm willing to bet our chain tensioner, yep, does come out fine. Good deal. And then we need to remove these 2 screws here to get to the AV mount inside there. Okay, go ahead and get our Phillips head for this other one. Didn't take too long to tear this saw down. That's what I like about the older Husqvarnas. They are pretty easy to disassemble. Okay, and then we'll pop this AV mount out here. Well, shit, I thought I had it enough to grab with needle nose. These are brand new, so they're going to be in here really tight. I replaced all of them with brand new ones. Okay, there's one. We'll have to pull this one out as well. 2. There's one over here we have to pull out. Tree. And then I believe there's one more, yep, right here. This stuff hurts my neck so bad. Oh, I've got gas in the saw. I thought I drained it. Come on, baby, don't rip. I have extras of these, but I still don't want to rip it. They're not highly expensive, but you still don't want to waste. Okay, that comes out, and there's our tank. We will set that aside. And now we should be able to split our case. I'm just looking to try and make sure. And we have a crankcase splitter here that works on a lot of saws. Almost all the saws I have to split cases on. This fits almost all of them. And it just goes down in there into the center of our crankshaft. Okay. Make sure it is lined up properly. And we just start turning. Oh, shoot. I didn't do my... Oh, I don't need to remove my worm gear. I don't think. Not right now, anyways. I have to find my puller. I have a special puller for this worm gear. Oh, shit. There's oil in this. Nice. Ah, shit. See, that's my luck, you guys, of course. I mean, I'm not surprised that happened one bit. I do myself dirty all the fucking time and forget to drain saws. I do myself dirty all the time doing that. So, not a whole lot we can do now, except let it be what it will be and have a mess, okay? Well, it looks like there wasn't that much oil in it, okay, but it still sucks. It is what it is, though. Okay, so we'll just keep turning this. I feel like somehow there is a screw we missed. No, that's just a pin. Okay, it should be able to split now. Oh, shit. No, it's... I didn't want my... I wanted to be on my bearing. I wanted to be on my bearing because... Okay, I have to find my tool. I have a tool that I use. I probably just ruined this crankshaft seal. To pull this worm gear. I made a tool. I'm looking for it, but I don't see... Oh, here we go. Okay, I screw this onto our worm gear. And the problem is I don't want to destroy our crankcase here. Yeah, I've got more seals, so it's just going to have to be what it will be. And then I had another one right here. Put this in here. My flywheel puller. Oh, I thought it fit in there. Shit, I really thought those fit together. I thought you guys went together, damn it. Maybe not. Well, if they don't go together, we have a problem. I can't do it unless I can screw those together. They're not working. I'm going to have to go to the hardware store and get something because I don't know where my tool I made is. Yeah, I don't know where it is, unfortunately. I thought these screwed together. I really did. They do not, unfortunately. So, that's going to be it. I'll have to go to the hardware store. But basically, the idea is you screw a piece onto your worm gear. And then I mean, a guy could keep turning that and it will pull that, but the problem is you can damage your crankcase right there. Okay, and I don't want to do that. We have oil everywhere. So, shit, and now, of course, we're flinging screws everywhere. So, before Chainsaw Redeemer gets pissed off and starts cursing the whole world, we're going to say, that's it for this video. Like the video, give it a thumbs up, you guys, to help it into the algorithm. Share it with your friends. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want to help Chainsaw Redeemer and Uncle pay our bills, you guys can buy some shit, okay? You can buy the merchandise we have. We got cool merchandise. Hey Neighbors t-shirts and sweatshirts and blankets and phone cases. We got hashtag Persevere merchandise. And you can consider becoming a member of the channel. Click the join button if you're on an Android or a PC. And if you're on an Apple iPhone, just go on your desktop YouTube website and click the join button. We have membership for just $3.99 a month. And I think I have a second level membership with a little additional perks for $7.99 a month. But hey, guess what, neighbors? If you don't buy anything and you don't become a member of the channel, that's okay. I still love you. I still want you here. You're still supporting the channel just by liking the video, watching the video, commenting on the video. So you still make my life better just by being a part of our little community here. So I love all you neighbors, even though I suck at it. Be kind to one another. Let's keep persevering, damn it.